your problem?
How much time you got, buddy? Where would I start? Well, first of all, they're lazy, good-for-nothing tricksters, crack-smoking swindlers, big butt-having, wide-nose, breathing all the white man's air. They eat up all the chicken like they're the best dancers, and they stink. Did I mention that before?
Yes, I believe you did, sir.
Matter of fact, my friend Jasper told me one of them coons came by his house to pick his sister up for a date. He said, "Look here, nigger, that there's my girl. Anyone has sex with my sister, it's going to be me."
What's up, y'all? I like to start it off with some bullshit jokes and all that stuff to keep it entertained. We're going to be doing a WAMP server. I'm going to be adding a virtual host to WAMP server. This is my home computer that I built. It's not very fast, but it works decent. It has a server on there. It's a WAMP server. It has Apache, MySQL, and PHP on the Windows version 10. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to do create a virtual host. So bear with me, I might make some mistakes. If I do, fuck it, we'll learn together, right? Anyhow, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off by creating a database, creating a file. And forgive me if I ain't technical with the shit either, because I don't know all the words for everything. So we're going to create a file. I'm going to go to my www file, which is in my WAMP server right there. And I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to find a blank spot. And I'm going to do new, and then I'm going to go to folder and create a folder for it. This folder is going to be called, let's see, WAMP, or creating virtual hosts. Wow. Well, I don't want that damn long. How about that? Creating hosts. Put it all over. Creating hosts. Hosts on that. Put an S on there. I'm going to hit enter on that. So that's created. Now what I want to do is I'm going to close this down. I'm going to close it down. I'm going to get in here and I'm going to type into my PHP, my admin. What I'm doing here is I want to create a database. So I'm creating this database so that way it has a database for my files to be stored in on my server. So basically PHP, my admin, is a server administrative tool. So I'm going to type this in real quick. Hopefully you don't see it. If you do, comment it down. Uh-oh. I like doing that shit, so I can keep the motherfuckers off the goddamn thing. Oh, that was the wrong motherfucking code. So, here you are right here. My database, I'm going to bring it up a little bigger. So this is my database, this is where I'm at. I have Day in My Shoes, ADMS.biz in there. I have Locked Away Hearts in there I'm working on. I have T's List I'm working on, and Red Spoon Pines Apartment Complex I'm working on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit databases, and I'm going to create that same database that I did with the same file, exact same name. So I'm going to come back over here. You can see what I named it. I'm going to click it. I'm going to right click. I'm going to copy. I'm going to just close it back up. I'm going to lower it down, come over here, right click, I'm going to paste. So now my database is there, creating vhosts. I'm going to hit create. So right now I created a database for me creating vhosts. So that's the website I called. I should name it something fucking else actually. Let me name it something else because it's not going to be creating vhosts. And this is a learning curve for you guys too. You guys can learn what's up. So I'm going to come over here and hit operations. I'm going to rename database. So we're going to rename it to something else. I'm just going to name it help. Help. Naming it help. So here we go. It says create database help, drop database, create a vhost. Yes, we're going to drop that shit. Let's go, excuse me. I'm going to come back down here. I'm going to come to here and I'm going to edit this one out. Right click, rename, or you can just click it once. And I'm going to put help. I'm going to hit enter. Okay, now that's my file right there, help. We know that's a file. Oh, I might want to put an extension on the back of it too, so that I know. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to put a .com. We'll do a .com. What's that? So it's probably all kind of fucking help.com. Not with my domain name, so that's the beauty of domain names. So I'm going to come back over here to PHP. I'm going to change it once more, operations. I'm going to change it. Paste.com. And I'm going to hit go. I'm going to hit OK. So we got those changed already, okay? So that's what we did right now. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and find these files that I need. So I'm going to hit file again. I'm going to open up new window. It's going to bring me a new window. I'm going to come down here and I am going to go to downloads. Mind you, you have to download these files, which I'll show you right now. Very important. In order for your WAMP server or anything to work, you have to download these files. So basically, WAMP server involves you have a VC redisk 64, another one 64. You have several VCs. They're like all of them. So when you go to the website, which it will be, you just type in WAMP server, WAMP. If you're running in Windows, you're going to want a WAMP. If you're running another system, you can get XAMPP. And then they have various ones that you can get. Just Google it, you can find it. If you're following along with me, you already know what the fuck this shit is anyway. So I got all these files. So what I'm going to do is I am going to grab a WordPress file because my file is already in here. So I'm going to grab this WordPress file. I'm going to hit right click copy because I already got my file. Oh motherfucker. Right click copy. Copy my file. I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to slide to the side. I'm going to come to my help file now. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste. It's going to take a little bit of time to paste. Oh, that motherfucker's there. Look how fast it is. Oh, well, excuse me. I'm going to right click again. And then I'm going to extract here. So what we're doing is extracting the files. It's going to prepare. It's going to pull it out. It's going to bring it in. So you see that WordPress file that it created, that folder? So what I want to do is when I get done, I'm going to go into that folder and I'm going to delete several things. I could have actually extracted over here and this wouldn't have been here. This right here wouldn't have been here. I could have extracted. So I'm going to delete that because I don't need it. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to click on the one. I'm going to right click. I'm going to select all. There's a select all. Oh, no select all here. So I'm just going to do a Control A. Control A gives me all of them. I'm going to hit the left button on the mouse. And I'm going to drag it over to the help.com. So it's transferring over to the help.com. I'm going to hit OK on the help.com. I'm going to get rid of the WordPress file. I'm going to hit delete on the WordPress file. That WordPress file is gone. Okay. Next thing you're going to do is you see this wp-config sample.php. That file right there is very important. So you're going to click that, you're going to right click it, and you're going to hit copy. Now go over here to the side, away from these files, over to the side, right click again, and you're gonna hit paste. It's gonna say copy on there, copy PHP. So you're gonna edit this file. You're gonna edit the file's name. You can either hit the left or the right and rename. So I'm gonna hit left. It's gonna let me give me an opportunity to rename and come back and get rid of that copy. I'm gonna get rid of that sample, and I'm just gonna make it wp-config dot. I'm gonna hit OK. Now that file is there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open it up. I'm gonna hit. I can just click on and open it. And I'm gonna go right here. You see this? Basically, you want Notepad++. If you don't have it, Notepad++ is magnificent. It works great. You can make mistakes and come back and fix them, but I suggest don't make any mistakes. If you close it out, you're done, but you can back up as far as you made your mistakes, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to open this up, and here we are. We pulled up right here, and it says WAMPServer64 www.httpd.conf wp-config. Okay, so now what I'm doing here is the database that I just created earlier. I'm going to pop this down. I'm going to go back to www because I want to go ahead and hit this once. I'm going to right click, I'm going to copy, and click off of it. Okay, so that's the file I want to put in my database in there. This is going to connect me. This PHP file is going to connect to my database, which is my WAMP server and all that stuff. PHP. So right here where it says database name here, I'm going to go ahead and click that. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to hit delete. I'm going to go ahead and right click in here. And I'm going to hit paste. Now my database that I created, I'm going to take you back. My database I created, my file name, file folder right here, my database right here. See it, database.help.com. Those are the things that I create. Okay, so we come back over here to this. Now that's created. Now a lot of times it took me some time to figure the fuck this out, or not even this out, but when you're first starting, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this out and you're gonna just type in root, all lowercase, root, like a root tree or whatever, R-O-O-T. And that is in your database username. So, and then in here, you gotta take out all of the password here. And what you would do is, you would just type in, you would just type in, you know, nothing. You would type in shit. You would just be done. And you go and do your business. So what I'm going to do is right now, I'm going to go ahead and type in some information right here. So, because I can't type none, I got my password that's there. So basically on this part, if you did assign a password and you are having issues with trying to create a database, what you want to do is you want to put your password into the area where it says database password, the same password that you use. And then in the host name, you would keep it a local host if you're doing anything, or you can change it to 127.0.0.1, which is also the IP address for localhost. So I'm done with that file. I'm going to go ahead and save it. Hopefully you can't see it through the fucking paper, but if you do, it's my bad. I'll change shit later. I'm going to close this up. I'm going to close this down. Okay. So now that's created. Since that's created, we're going to go ahead and go to the icon. As you see, all my servers are running. We got the green light. We got the go. So I'm going to get on here. I'm going to hit my icon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in Apache. So all your stuff's in Apache. If you have any issues, you're going to go Apache because that's your server. And you go on in here and you're going to update your server. This is the file that you would use to update. It's very good information you would put here. Right here is your virtual host. This is where I'm going to put my containers for my virtual host. I'm going to click on this. I'll do an Apache one for you guys later. So right now I have several websites that I'm working on and building and have. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and paste. I'm going to copy this. You know, I'm going to stop saying the right click shit. You guys should have it by now. So I'm going to copy. I'm going to drop down to the end. I'm going to hit enter. Enter to give me some space. Roll down. I'm going to right click again and I'm going to paste. So now I got it. I got to just change the database server in there. So I'm going to change the server name. So the server name, everything you want to put in here is all going to be the same. You just want to keep everything the same. I'm going to drop this down, server name right here, click, right click, copy, back to my containers. So right now I'm going to do a right click, paste, there's the server name. I'm going to go right here. This is an alias. Paste. So what aliases do, you can type in www.help.com. You know. So where this file is at, it's in the WAMP64 www.help.com file. So I'm going to do it again. Create that. Switching all of them. This is real time, so bear with me. So everything here, it looks good, looks straight. I'm going to go ahead and save it. So that's saved. I'm going to give you a real quick game real quick. So if you guys are having problems with getting your WAMP server online from your home, well, I figured out, and if you don't know, keep this local host right here. You got to keep this local host in your WAMP server. You keep this in your WAMP server, you're good to go. You're not going to have any issues, no trouble. The next thing is, very important to have this here. If you're going to put it online, it has to, instead of saying required local right here, you change it to require all granted. Okay? I'm going to say it one more time. Required all granted. You change it to that. Not required local, required all granted. And that's only when you're done and ready to put it online. If you're not, then don't. So this is saved. I'm going to drop this box down. So what we're going to do is, the next thing is, I'm going to go to my I'm going to go down here to Note, my search. I'm going to hit search. I'm going to type in Notepad. I need a Notepad. I don't want the Notepad++. I want my regular Windows Notepad. So I'm going to go to this Notepad right there, you see, and I'm going to right click it. I want to run it as administrator, so I want some administrator abilities. So I'm going to hit yes. So I'm done, I'm good to go. And what I'm going to do is, normally what it is, I'm going to show you what it is, but I'm going to go straight to it. I'm going to go open. And it's going to be systems, 32 drivers, etc. You see that? And your systems file is going to be in your C drive. And then admin. And so on. Okay? So, and you don't worry, you don't see nothing here. So you're going to go down here, text documents, and hit text documents, all files. And hit all files, it brings up my host. Here's my host. So I'm going to come here, double click that, I got my host. So this is my host in my Windows 10 machine. Okay, so you see all this stuff that I have in here, I have these things in here. Okay, check me out, T-Night Productions is another company that I have, as well as The Day in My Shoes and a whole bunch of other shit I'm working on, as you see. So get at me, let me know, let's make this money. Anyhow, what you will do is, you just create another container, another virtual host. So I'm going to hit enter, I'm going to find me some space, I'm going to tab over, and hit enter one more time, and tab over, and I'm going to go ahead and right click, because remember I did it already once and I saved my help.com. So I'm going to come over here, the containers I need, as you see, well, I'm going to put this one in first, this one. Now this one one container right there that you see, that's that local host that I'm talking about. That's why you can put those numbers in there and it works good. You put those other, you put the local host in there, or leave the local host in there, and then it goes through some checks and all that other stuff, and it's searching for the word localhost. It's just like, just put the numbers in, and it finds the numbers faster. Remember, computer uses numbers. So, anyhow, I'm going to put my www.help.com file on there. I should put some other stuff to donate in there, but I have my other stuff that's in front, so no worries. So I'm going to hit enter, tab over, copy and paste it again. I'm going to change the front of this one. It's going to be colons and a 1. I'm going to come back, I'm going to copy that. Paste. And what I'm doing is I'm creating the once HTTP format, which is the 127.0.0.1. That's HTTP format. The other one, this number right here, when it donates, this symbols of configuration, : 1, that is HTTPS. Okay, that's the secured stuff right there. So this file's done. It's in here, ready to go. I'm going to hit save. I don't have to hit save as. I'm going to go ahead and close this down. And it looks like everything looks good to me. I am going to close this down too. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a browser. So I'm going to open up Firefox. It's set to anything. Firefox might give me some issues. I don't know, because I haven't. I had an update and I haven't tried it. So, but anyhow, we shall find out. So what? Yep, that's all there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here and we're gonna type in our container http : // I believe it'll be just health.com. I'm going to hit enter. It should be that. It should be. So this is all live right now. Okay, so it took me to a home page of my home page. It shouldn't be my home page. HTTP localhost /. So that's how you get to, and then I'm going to go, there's no config file or nothing. I'm going to go localhost right there, and then I'm going to hit enter. You need to do localhost so it can get you to your files and there where you're going. You can't do HTTP because it's going to end up taking you to your website if you have a server already hooked up and going. So that's what we just learned right now. It's going to take you there. So right now is the WordPress setup. Here you're going to check your language, whatever it is, whatever your language is. You're going to hit continue. Mine is English in the United States. You're going to call it a site title. You can change it later, even it don't matter. So I'm going to call it wanting to help people. Or no, how about this? Helping with videos. Or no, how about this? Way too much, but that's fine, whatever. Username, I'm going to put my username in there. Here again, you guys can't see my password. I don't even know if I'm blocking you guys or not. I don't even know if this even works. You know, I should do like that, huh? But I think like this, as long as you don't see what I'm doing. Yeah. And we're gonna install it. Hopefully I don't need that. Okay, here we go. So right now you have to have an email already. So I don't know what email I can give. Let's see what I have here. Yeah, so I'm going to hit install. And right now what it's doing is it's going to install WordPress for me. So it says success. WordPress has been installed. Thank you and enjoy. I enjoy this motherfucker. It's good. And hit login. So right now again it's going to take you back to the login. And I'm going to log in my credentials.